This is Captain Redbeard. He's a Lego pirate. In this video, I'm going to build him a pirate-themed tower on a desert island and a pirate ship. Our story starts on a dark and stormy night. Captain Redbeard may have had a few too many bottles of rum, and he fell off his ship. His crew didn't notice, so he ended up getting stranded at sea, and the water looks like it's shark infested. Let's see if I can find something to help. This might do the trick. The rubber ring doesn't look like it would last long though. So I gave him a rowboat and some oars. It doesn't seem that he likes this boat, so I improve it by building a pirate-themed jet engine on it. With his new jet-powered boat, Captain Redbeard heads for the nearest desert island. He's going to need somewhere to land, so I build him a desert island. I use these smooth tan pieces to set out the outline of the island. I then filled it with tan plates to create the base and added more plates for texture. I added this small rock and also a former resident of the island with his bottle of rum.
Shiver me timber.
No desert island is complete without trees, so I built 2 trees and added them.
Yeah.
Captain Redbeard arrives on the desert island and realises that there's nowhere for him to sleep, so I built him a shelter. I start by adding some supports for the base and also made a small roof made from leaves so that he doesn't get wet if it rains. It's quite basic and he's clearly not impressed. Okay, let's build him something bigger. A tower. I get all of my pirate-themed Lego pieces together. I start by building the supports and add a base. I start to build the walls from black and brown pieces. This printed wooden piece is great as it looks like driftwood. I use them to board up a hole in the wall. I add a ladder so that he is able to climb to the next floor, which I'll build later. I also add a window and door so he doesn't get unwanted visitors, like this crazy cat lady. And a lantern so that he can find his way to the front door at night. He's going to need some furniture inside the tower. So on this floor, I add a home bar, which is a keg of rum and some glasses. He's also going to need somewhere to keep his swords and his pink umbrella. He's also going to need somewhere to sit. To keep the tower feeling like a desert island shack, I use these Technic sail pieces to make some of the walls. He needs a way to get to the door and somewhere to moor his boat, so I built a jetty. I used more of the printed wooden pieces and other brown pieces to create the boardwalk. I added a lantern light and some old tyres on ropes onto the jetty to give it some real detail. I really like how this gives the build a nice rustic feel and really adds to the pirate theme. I think this looks so much better than the shack that we started with. He seems a bit more impressed with this build, so I'm going to build the next floor. The bathroom. I start by adding the base for this level and then use these tall round columns which look like wooden logs for one of the walls, and give him some privacy by covering the window hole with these printed wooden pieces again. Now for inside the bathroom. For the toilet he's going to use this old small barrel, and here's some toilet roll too. A big barrel is useful for his bathtub, and I made it cozy for him with this small rug. I also added a door for some privacy.
Grog.
For the next floor I decided to give him a living area. We'll keep the same wooden style going, so I start the front wall, which includes 2 windows. I add some detail along the top, and I've used these snot bricks as I want to add some wood panelling detail using these brown tiles. I finish off this level by building the side, a doorway, and railings around the back. For inside the living area, I built this unit which has some drawers in and can hold some bottles. This simple table using a crate and some wooden printed tiles, a chair to sit on, and a rotisserie cooking station so that you can cook freshly caught fish. Nom 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 nom. For the next level, I want to build the bedroom. I start by building the main wall, which I wanted to resemble the side of a ship. I put these hinge printed tiles over the windows so that they can keep the light out. Around the sides and back I added railings, supports, and these sail pieces again. For inside the bedroom, I start by building this wooden bed. I think Captain Redbeard will like the red bed sheet. I add a bedside table with drawers and a candle for his nightlight. So he doesn't get a cold foot in the mornings, I add this plush rug that matches the bed, and I added this spinning globe so that he could choose his next adventure. I added this level to the tower. Wow, it's getting tall. A pirate loves treasure, so I wanted to build a treasure room. For the walls on this level, I used a combination of pieces, including bricks with texture and snot bricks so that I can use flat tiles. I finished off the back again with a doorway, railings, and a support. I added a treasure chest to store the treasures and a chair so that he can sit and admire his loot. However, he doesn't have much treasure at the moment, but the space is there for when he does. With this level on, it's getting pretty tall now, so I'm going to finish it off by building a rooftop terrace. I start by adding some safety railings railings, and then some supports which is going to hold the highest point. I had a staircase to get to the top, and finally a ship's mast for some real height. Since the best view is from up here, I built a sun lounger and somewhere to hold a bottle of rum. To finish off the tower, I add this ladder to the side so that each level can be reached. I add some more lantern lights so that he can get around at night, some greenery, and this ship's anchor so he feels at home. Just in case he comes under attack, I place this cannon right on top of the tower. I really like the bust of a minifigure that came with the Barracuda base set, so I added this above the front door. And then finally, to complete this desert island pirate tower, I just need to add this.
Raise the Jolly Roger.
And there we have it. Captain Redbeard now has his very own pirate tower. It's over 2 feet tall and has everything he needs. A bathroom, bedroom, living area, treasure room, and rooftop terrace. This is miles better than the rubbish shack I built at the start. I'm really pleased with how it turned out, and it's surprisingly sturdy. What rooms would you have in your pirate tower? Let us know in the comments section. But he really misses his ship and his crew. One day, while sunbathing on his roof, he spots something in the distance. It looks like it's his old ship, and it's heading in his direction. To build the ship, I took inspiration from the sets I already own, and this is what I came up with. This is my first attempt at building a ship. I was quite pleased with it, but I have a lot of respect for those of you that build them all the time. Inside the ship, it is decked out with lots of cannons, and 2 storage areas at the front and the back for pirate things. Oh dear, looks like this guy's been here for a long time. I tried to add some detail at the back of the ship. I managed to get an angle on the back windows, which I quite like, and inside the captain's quarters, everything a treasure hunting pirate could need. Right at the front, for the bust, I put this skeleton. This should show these pirates mean business. Captain Redbeard is really happy to join his crew again and get back out hunting for treasure again. After all, he now has a treasure room to fill.
Our buried treasure.
They find lots of treasure, which they stole from places like this, and this, and this. Captain Redbeard and the other pirates sailed the 7 seas, gathering treasure whilst returning to the pirate tower, as it was a cool hideout for them. Over time, the treasure room got fuller and fuller. And there you have it. Captain Redbeard went from having this rubber ring to getting a cool tower, a ship, and lots of treasure. What would you fill your treasure room with? Let us know in the comments, and if you haven't already, please like and subscribe.
I'll send you to the deep.